Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Literally, wait. This is literally the same freaking box. Oh my God. We are here in a different setting. This is my little game room, theater room, whatever you want to call it. Today, we're actually going to review a new Rockville product. It's the, oh my God, Rock Shaker 8. Yeah, we'll see how it does. It's supposed to be 200 watts RMS, 400 peak. It's only got a 2 amp fuse on the cord coming in from the wall, so that means that it can't possibly be 200 RMS, but we're gonna find out. So we're gonna unbox it, we're gonna see what it's like, see how it sounds, and tear it down, of course, and see what Rockville did. Did I mention it was $85? Yeah, $85 shipped, well, plus tax, of course. But inside we have power cable. That's nice of them to include, a little warranty card, and a little user manual. See how long the cord is. It's like a 4-foot cable. Got little corner guards here with foam. Take the actual sub out. Looks like there's nothing left in the box. I guess I'll read the specs. Not gonna lie, nice silk screening job on the amplifier. Honestly, it's pretty nice. I don't see any veneer that's pulling up or anything. Everything looks nice and cut well. Overall, not too bad. It does feel pretty light. We have a little grill here that just kind of pops off. No magnets. That's such a small driver. We got a little port in the back here. It's flared here. Unfortunately, I can't really tell if it's gonna be flared on the inside until we open it up. We have a plate amp here. Again, that says a 2 amp fuse at 110 volts. So a little bit of math there. That means that at max, before the fuse even blows, 220 watts. So 400 peak, 200 RMS. I just don't really think that's what it really does, but we'll see what it sounds like. Let's go over the specs of this little guy. Probably one of the better subwoofers I've seen in terms of build quality for $85. I mean, it's literally a powered home theater sub for $85. We'll go over the specs of it real quick. It's 400 watts peak, 200 RMS. Built-in Class D amplifier, yeah, I believe that. Enclosure is made of top quality MDF wood. Oh, I don't know about that. High grade vinyl enclosure covering with a beautiful finish. I won't lie, I mean, the vinyl finish on it is actually done fairly well. Not really a big fan of the color, but that's completely subjective. But I mean, yeah, fit and finish wise, it does actually look fairly nice until you kind of pick it up or knock on it, then you kind of realize that, oh, it's kind of a cheap sub. The enclosure is built with the perfect airspace to maximize sound quality and punch. The rear firing port is engineered for optimal sound. It's just like, come on. Class D amplifier circuitry with auto switching power supply. It does have an auto feature. High grade woofer with foam surround and paper cone. Yep. I don't know about high grade, but it definitely has a paper cone and a foam surround. Distortion-free playback, even at max volume listening. Oh, we're gonna test that. Enclosure is filled with fire-resistant poly cotton. So they put some polyfill in here? Well, let's hope so. We're gonna open up and see just how much they put. And detachable foam grill. On the inputs and outputs, we have RCA line in, RCA out, speaker high level in and out, volume control, phase switch 0 to 180, crossover is 50 hertz to 150 hertz. Oh my God, they even give us the actual amplifier details. So we have a Class D amp. The woofer impedance is 4 ohms, THD 1%, which apparently is like the threshold of what humans can hear, I guess. Input sensitivity 88 dB, plus or minus 2 dB. Frequency response is 20 to 200 hertz, so we'll see if it actually gets that low. And unit weight, 18 pounds. Ha, called it. Enough of me talking, let's play something. All right, so as you guys heard, it doesn't sound honestly that bad. we were really hating on it originally. I mean, it is on the cheaper side, but for what it is, for $85, again, it's so cheap. Like, but not cheap in a bad way. It actually sounds half decent. And one thing that typically you find with cheaper subwoofers and cheaper amplifiers is they tend to like the sweet spot in like 40 to 80 hertz. This thing actually goes down low. Like, it actually will go down to 20 hertz. It's not bad. It's audible. I wouldn't say it's loud, but if you're looking for a nice little desktop or desk or studio, or, you know, really just a small space, like a 10 by 10 room or even a 10 by 15 room, I would say this will actually do a pretty decent job at filling in the low end. So we're gonna take it apart, kind of see what's up with it. There is one thing we didn't like, that it does have not a very audible hum, but if the room was completely silent, you would notice just a little bit of bass coming from this, it seems like some 60 hertz is sneaking through somehow. But anyways, well, let's take it apart. All right, so we got all the screws out. We're gonna look at the subwoofer here. Actually doesn't look too bad. I wouldn't say, oh, that's interesting. We can't remove the leads because they're soldered to the subwoofer. As for the driver quality, it's okay. You got a vented rear pull piece and an okay sized magnet. Nothing too fancy, just seems pretty generic. I can see, at least on the inside, you can see that the port is actually flared. So they did actually put polyfill inside the box, and actually a decent amount. In terms of the amplifier, unfortunately, we can't get to it from the back, so we're gonna actually have to remove it. Actually. So this is supposed to be a 200 watt amplifier, RMS, and 400 peak. And again, you heard me talk about the whole 2 amp fuse and how that's just not really possible. Even though Class D amplifiers can be 90% efficient. Now let's see what we got on this thing. Oh, well, okay, well, I'm not gonna be able to rehook that. So here's the little amplifier. We got 250 volt, 220 microfarad, which actually isn't bad. That's definitely enough to kill you. We also have 35 volt caps on here, a little mini transformer. Don't understand why that is like that. It's like they're trying to hide something under this. There's like no actual reason why this should be here. Well, if you see, it's like a super crooked PCB board. You see how that PCB board's like warped?
Yeah, why is that?
And how the leads going in from here are like...
That's janked.
It's very janked. It's like they literally put this over top of it so we couldn't see that. And there's just hot glue caked in there. The way they have this set up, there is no way in hell you are getting 200 watts RMS out of this thing. I can't really rip it a new one too bad because like it's literally $85. I recommend it. I'd probably buy another one. Hell, run 2 of them, run 4 of them. They're $85. You can light them on fire. Give them to a friend. Do whatever you want.
Dude, I would buy 8 of them. Have 4 on each side.
That'd be nuts. So as you guys can clearly tell, for how cheap this subwoofer is, it's really not that bad. I'd give it a solid 7, maybe 7.5 out of 10. If you order 2 of these, 3 of these, 4 of these, you're still not gonna rack up that much cost. And for what you can buy for $250, I think I'd much rather take like 3 of these. It'd be something worth trying just to kind of mess around with. Maybe we will order 2 more of these and just see what kind of sound output we can get, you know, measured on a dB meter. But anyways, again, $85 on Amazon, the Rockville Rock Shaker 8. Thanks again. We'll see you next week.